From the Indian cricket team, if you had to play paddle with somebody, who would you want to play with?
Bro, Dhoni! Now today, the way paddle is growing in India, and the amount of courts there in Bombay, and probably a year back, I remember there were, very honestly, we've got it wrong. Paddle, paddle, paddle. I think the right phrase was, I think in the future this might just become a sport which gets registered in the Olympics, because at the rate that it's growing, possible, and people are. That was one good session, yeah, seriously.
I agree. And guys, that's Karthik Shah, the owner of Selection Center Sports,
Yeah.
the director, the first director, my older brother. We have a 8-year gap, and that's what makes it completely interesting. I have learned everything from this guy. I've learned my racket sports from him. I've learned football from him. I've learned life skills from him, and now I'm learning business from him.
Don't get too flattered by his words. So that's Keval, my younger brother, as he said, Keval Shah. He is just joined the business, and as he said, I remember, back in college days, we used to go partying together on Saturday nights, and used to come home at 4, and then used to wake up in the afternoon at 3, and used to go to CCI to play tennis.
Yeah.
That time, because it was just like, finally we've woken up, okay, now high time, let's get some sweat out, and you know what I'm saying.
I swear.
So yeah, we've had a very good journey throughout, and played almost all racket sports together.
All racket
Except
sports.
squash. I think squash you played more
Squash
than
was
me.
like, I played it a bit more because really I liked the coolness of the glares. So that's why I entered the sport, because I was just like, yeah, how are people like wearing them? They look so cool. And I'm like, I'm going to enter this sport. I went to, that time I remember, I went to Karthik and I told him that, Karthik, I want to get into squash. And he was like, bro, you just played tennis, you played badminton, now why this? I'm like, bro, yeah, I just want to get him. I didn't even tell him the reason that time, because he's going to slap me and he's going to be like, shut up and just concentrate in one sport and get better at it.
Yeah.
But no, he's been truly supportive, and that's how I started squash also.
No, but we didn't know that, because we played so many sports that, right now, like the current craze of the paddle tennis,
Yeah.
which has been growing at a rapid rate right now in India.
Correct.
We had no idea that all these sports would be mixed together, and today a game like paddle would be there, and it should be damn easy for us to just go on the court and...
I agree on that, because
yeah.
the funny part is, because we played all the sports and now there is a sport which is a mixture of freaking all three, like squash, tennis, badminton, and I'm like, bhai, kya ho raha hai? Like, I could not understand how this game came into action, and I'm like, we are really supposed to be the best at it.
No, we're not the best. I mean, of course, because we never ended up playing any sport so seriously only. Like, kabhi tennis khel liya, fir squash khela. Squash I tried, I think, for a month or so. That was when you were much younger, but
Yeah.
I didn't like that sport because it required too much energy and strength and power, and it was damn tiring. I like 20-25 minutes and फट गई bag. उसके ऊपर नहीं कर सकते. So that's when I always found tennis like my A game in everything.
We used to call it the king of sports.
Yeah, it is always
It's the king
gonna
of
be
racket sports.
It's the king of racket sports. It's a gentleman sport. It's probably going to be the best sport which has been there in racket as per me. I mean, I could be wrong. There are people, baddie players will like baddie, TT players will like TT.
Bro, right now everyone's going to be like, you're completely wrong.
So yeah, that's a little bit about us, and that's a little bit of our history with racket sports. And actually, we've been very lucky because of dad.
Huh.
So I remember my childhood days when I was 5. That was the first time when I went with dad on the tennis court, MSLTA. That time Dara sir used to be there.
Huh.
And my God, watching dad play tennis, that time he used to train with me. And in the morning at 6:37 in the morning, we used to go to MSLTA and play, and dad used to play with me. And that's when I think I got that, infatuation, or I don't know the right word, but that love for,
the game.
The tennis.
And you actually made a lot of friends also through that sport. That
Correct.
time I remember.
Yeah, but we've been fortunate because
Yeah.
we've got dad and selection and everything together that, it makes it so easy for us to play multiple sports.
Correct. Yeah.
That's
and
something there.
Just by the way, wanting to clear up, I like best at the game. I mean, in my head, we are the best. But
Yeah.
no, we're wanting to get a bit competitive because like Karthik and I have discussed 1,000 times, ke, bhai, like Karthik says, come, Keval, get up in the morning with me. Chalo, let's play doubles. Let's enter this tournament, that tournament.
I remember. I mean, when we keep talking about it, and you'll say, "Yeah, bro, from Monday, man, from Monday," and that Monday still not come. But today, chalo, today was a good session. I really enjoyed.
Today was a great session, and definitely, yeah, like I would love to play any sport with you because you're my favorite rally partner.
No, not favorite. So we are at
The same level.
Exactly. That's what we're at that level where we enjoy it together.
Somebody better than us, not possible.
You don't play with us, we both will play alone. Bro, the amount of rackets of baddie I remember you have is not even funny. You've never been more than 2 players going and playing also. But the amount of rackets you used to carry was...
Arey bro, but you need them, yaar. Like, it's like, I feel like whenever I'm going, like, because we have selection, I have to carry like 4-5 rackets so that all my friends are like, हाँ भाई ये लेके आया सामान.
So eventually selection though has been our...
But even you got so many shoes. Abhi now the amount of Brooks shoes which you have is not even funny. I always keep questioning this guy. He has like 13 pair of Brooks shoes.
See, it's our business na yaar. Eventually, I agree. I mean, since we've got the access because of selection sports. So like, dad has been around since the last 40 years. Like, you know, what he's created today is not even funny. And today, I mean, I'm sure even he's damn proud that both of us are here and we're spearheading it and taking this ahead.
But of course, every night we're going to have a conversation about, acha, how was the sale? How many people came? Who all came? Did you meet this one? Did you meet that one?
No wonder my wife, and slowly, you just got married. So slowly, I think even your wife will be fed up. Now, Urvi is literally fed up of sports because it's just been there. And we've been around for such a long time that, you know, so many brands. Bro, in fact, I'll tell you, in racket sports, dad's history goes back that in India, nobody even knew Yonex or any of the top end, these tennis brands. And dad, that time used to get all of these brands from abroad. So that's why we've been pioneers in the retail space for racket sports.
Correct.
And then no doubt we have to be having almost every single racket in our racket bag.
And that's why it's like I remember we had discussed it some time back that we'll change our the statement what we make, the get charged. From that we want to change it to serving generations. Yeah. I feel like we should do that with SCS.
Over a period of time. You know, Keval, actually, with paddle tennis, you remember in, I think, 2018 or 19, me and dad had gone to watch the Roland Garros in Paris. That was the first...
Their watch got stolen.
There my watch got... Yeah, correct. So that was actually the first time I played paddle. Like, I didn't even know. I thought that, what is this? Something is happening in these clothes, this thing. And then I realized that, you know, there's a sport like paddle tennis, which is there. And if you remember that movie...
Dil Dhadakne Do. That's what I've been talking about that because since the time... See, I loved that movie. And when I saw these guys playing that match, and I was wondering, yaar, ye log ne tennis glass court mein kabhi chalu kiya? That's how I was wondering. And Dil Dhadakne Do, they were that time on the cruise and they had a paddle tennis court that time also. I was like, wow.
So that is, I mean, how many years back? I don't know. I think 2013 or 14 is when the movie had come.
Some crazy time.
It was that Priyanka Chopra and Rahul Bose, they were playing, and that aggression
was coming out on the court.
So that was in fact the first time. I mean, probably
all respect to Farhan, right? That guy is a legend, bro.
That's class, na. Again out there, it comes in his blood. It's from generations. It's been coming, and he's been doing it. So yeah, but that was but now today, you know, we just see the way paddle is growing in India. I mean, Bombay itself, the amount of courts that paddle has, I'm just talking particularly because we are from Bombay, and the amount of courts that are there in Bombay, and probably a year back, I remember there were 1 or 2, and today we are talking about just in South Bombay side, there must be close to 20 courts, and in the next 6-8 months, there are another 16-17 courts coming up. Can you imagine?
Wow. I can't imagine. But I really understand and I get it that why the courts are increasing. It's a freaking amazing sport. Like right now, it's like I just feel like let's just pick up the rackets and go inside and play.
We just did that in the break, so now we can't. Now let's finish with this. So yeah, let's not get distracted first.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, paddle has grown. Like the way it's picking up. Like it's just like a blast from not from the past, but blast from the future. which has come right now, and it's growing. And if you're seeing, it's not only growing amongst, like, the Gen Z or the 18 to 35, but even in the older generation, or not only the older generation, like today, in Prishika's school, all her friends' fathers, we have like 3 paddle groups
on
like,
WhatsApp.
paddle dads. And
Baapre.
now, in fact, the school is looking at getting a tournament organized where they're going to have, mixed doubles, women's, men's, and only for the school parents to come and play paddle.
Wow,
So
bro.
I mean,
Crazy.
that's how big it's become.
That's
that
crazy.
it's popular now. It's
Yeah.
popular. So very honestly, we've got it wrong. We always keep saying paddle, paddle, paddle. It's not. I think the right phrase was Padel tennis. That's how it's called.
Correct.
Because people tend to get confused in the word that paddle,
Huh.
that Paddle and Padel. You've
Oh.
done some.
I've done some reel about it because I'm just like now I'm not even joking. When I talk to my friends or I'm talking to customers, I actually ask them 2-3 times like a baby that, Acha, you were talking about pickleball paddle? Okay, you're talking about paddle tennis racket? The one which you play in the glass court, I'm talking to them he's like, yeah, bro, what's wrong with you? I'm like, bro, I have to talk about it like that because there's a big confusion which happens.
Yeah. No, but it's going to be there. And that's where, I mean, stores like ours, or, what we're trying to do with the reels and the podcast probably.
Barabar.
We want to take this information out to the guys, the masses, or guys who've never played on a court.
Yeah.
But one thing, did you see what happened with Padel tennis or paddle tennis? Let me just
Let's just
stick to that.
let's just say paddle.
So
Yeah.
paddle tennis.
Huh.
So paddle tennis now, there are multiple places where they are starting coaching.
Huh.
So for guys who've never done tennis or squash or baddie, they can actually take up paddle tennis coaching
Wow.
from Huddle. Like,
Wow.
it's available, and you can book your slots and learn a new sport
Wow.
without having any gym membership or, any club membership or anything, because all you need to do is book and play. It's become that easy.
Wow. Amazing.
So the sport
is growing. Yeah, like I remember, like my friends were talking about like actually it's funny, like my friends were just talking about it yesterday that let's go for a retreat. Like they're like, okay, listen, let's just book this place, let's go for a trip and let's just play paddle out there and like have a good time. We'll party, we'll play, we'll enjoy, we'll be fit, and we'll travel also around. So I was like, yeah, literally, guys, if everyone's listening up, we need to start a lot of paddle retreats and go and enjoy together.
So it's going to be like this thing called as paddle tourism moving ahead.
Yeah.
And no, but there is a place. So Rahul and his friends, they were here. They had come to the store 2 Sundays back.
Correct.
And 5 or 6 of them, they had booked one place in Karjat, which has a paddle tennis court. It's got a swimming pool, it's got horse riding, it's got a spa, and probably everything. And they were there. They were just 6 or 7 of them, and they had one paddle court. They were swimming, and there were multiple activities, and they had a blast. They were there for 3 days. But apart from that, I don't know. Sometime back on one of our groups, they had also posted these paddle holidays, Dubai. Or Shashank had gone for one.
Correct.
Where it was, you wake up, you play paddle, you come back, you do some yoga, spa, this, that. Again, in the afternoon, you have a session of paddle. And this is all proper coaching with the top coaches. And again, there's one in the evening. And so after Dubai, he actually went to Bali recently, again to play paddle.
Madness.
Exactly. I mean,
madness. That's madness. Wow.
So, I mean, I think in the future, this might just become a sport which gets registered in the Olympics, because at the rate that it's growing,
possible,
and people are getting so serious about it, which is good.
Which is damn good. I feel like for people's health and fitness, I'm so happy that now my friends, like I'm not even joking, just 3-4 years back, I used to tell these guys that, okay, let's go in the morning, let's do something together, let's be fit. And that time I remember everyone was just like, "Arey bro, we can't get up in the mornings because we are partying."
Hey, you don't talk. You also don't wake up.
I also don't wake up. But the thing is, that's the beauty. Like if all my friends come together and we do something together,
I agree.
Then I will feel more motivated to get up in the morning, and I'll be like, okay, let's be fit, let's do something. And literally that is happening now. I don't know, these 2 sports like paddle, pickle, both of them, they've got me waking up, got my whole group waking up together. And now we are getting up and going for these sports, playing together, and we are having a blast. We are being fit. And at this age, like we are at a funny age right now, like at like 27, 28. And I'm very happy we all are getting fit through these 2 new sport mediums.
So very honestly, like, after I got married and, after Prishika and, me meeting friends had become work and then family, that balance, it was becoming tough. But you must have seen, now because of Padel, been having these green lawns. My school guys were all going and playing and having that fun kind of atmosphere and, going back the memory lane.
Yeah, like for y'all too, it's very different because like y'all are now again connecting back through these games.
Correct.
And it's another journey. And actually, I also remember like I'm loving how Prishika is also like you and Prishika are having
We played,
a daughter-father bonding time. Of course, like uncle-daughter is also there, but you guys are also having a blast. And I remember, guys, you won't even believe this. Prishika, Karthik, and me, we were playing paddle and pickle at home on the wall at home, which we have.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah,
we
yeah,
are playing rallies continuously, and Prishika can't stop, and we are also like can't stop. And dad and mom are just like, guys, relax, just go get a coat. And that brings us to the topic, and we told her, Mummy, coat nahi malta.
The funny thing is, so you see the range, the age group that it caters to. It's catering right from someone who's a 6-year-old child, and dad played that day with us. He's 61 now. So 661. You see the gap, and they're all playing paddle, and it's fun. It's fun. It's you're getting so much movement in.
I agree. Yeah.
So paddle
Some
has
crazy
grown.
sport.
But have you the rules? Right now it's become such a big trend on because since I keep searching for paddle or pickle, it's become so trendy that now every time I get to learn some new rules.
Bro, my Instagram algorithm is messed up. Everything I'm always seeing, I'm looking at the rules. I'm going to be like, okay, the ball can't be outside here, ball can't be inside here, ball hits that glass directly and it's out. And every day I'm just looking at the paddle reels. And I'm actually going to tell you something very, very genius right now. Very, very like something crazy about me. Bro, I love the sound of the ball.
Oh.
So I just love it. Like honestly, we are sometimes pickle me because the plastic ball feel and like the sound of it, I'm not enjoying it so much.
Bro.
But bro, the paddle tennis ball, the sound is completely satisfying, and I'm loving it. Like I'm just remembering like me watching the Wimbledon and hearing Nadal and RF play both of them.
Typical brat. He wanted to play squash because of goggles. He wants to play paddle tennis because of the sound of the ball. So that is just bratty.
It's I can't believe it, but it is what it is.
Okay, got it. But have you been seeing those reels? They are so educative. The shots that you can play, you can come outside the court and take the shot inside at that level.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ali Galan or
Ali Galan.
Ali Galan. Okay, that's how you pronounce it. Bro, that guy, he came out and he whacked the ball. I was like, what is that kind of fitness? I don't know. How can he even come outside the court, predict that, okay, now it's going to come outside and now he's going to whack it like that. I swear I could not understand how that guy functions.
Bro, he is Ali Galan.
Galan.
All said and done, he's a different breed of humans probably for paddle tennis.
Yeah.
And but have you seen that one reel where literally say both of us are playing and he comes, both of us end up knocking each other. I end up knocking your head. But rather than bothering about you, I'm actually looking at my racket. Is my racket fine? Because these things are so expensive nowadays.
I shared that with 50, 60 people. And I'm like, I can't believe if I like this or if I don't like it.
Is he even human that he's knocked his head out?
He knocked the head out and he's looking at the racket like this. Ke bhai, arey kuch hua nahi hai na isko. Bro, that was crazy, and that's how actually people are taking care of their rackets because they are expensive.
And absolutely.
Like, of course, like they are now considering okay, the carbon technology is going on in the rackets, all of which is happening, and they are taking care of it. Because see, it was in tennis, it was easy. Like, arey gut toota, tum naya gut laga do. But now we are understanding how this market is going to come. How will the carbon be basically? Be in that same condition as it was. So now we're going to understand a lot of things in the coming years.
No, but recently, did you see Babala introduced the top tape? For paddle rackets.
Just for paddle rackets,
because
correct.
It's very, because since the grill is steel, you have a very high tendency to, brush it around or whatever. and that will actually protect it. So these things are happening, and every brand is going at, they're going one step ahead. How do we take care? Like, in pickleball, we've got that. I mean, there is the the raw carbon cleaning block.
Yeah.
Where you just clean the face, so you maintain the surface of your paddle, at the same time the grit, the spin, etc. So it's all coming in paddle as well. But one thing is there, paddle balls are too expensive, bro. They're just too expensive. Like, honestly, you can play with old balls.
But
the feel,
the bounce you're getting, the new can and opening it only, it makes me feel good.
That's fun, but the balls are damn expensive. And I hope, moving ahead, there will be some brand which comes and makes the ball slightly economical, because every session you go and play, you want a new ball. That turns out to be a pretty expensive affair. And right now also the paddle courts, because of the crazy demand, the prices of the courts are like for an hour is pretty expensive. We paid.
I know.
No, this court, all said and done, out of all the courts I played, I love this court the most.
But I love the color of this court, yaar. It's a red court, and I'm like, right now there are no red courts, and I really love this, and I'm like, this is something freaking unique, and that's why I told you, boss, we are getting the podcast done right here, because I love this court, bro. I really love it.
And no, the court, apart from the color, the court quality is fantastic. If you see when the ball bounces,
there are no uneven bounces right now. Definitely,
no, not only that, but if you see when the ball bounces, there is that sand coming up, which says that this is a well-maintained, good court available right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
And there are some amazing courts also which Mumbai has.
Of course.
All of y'all, everybody listening to us, come to Mumbai, see the courts out here. They're fantastic, and you will have the bestest experience.
No, but so the Sky Paddle courts, they are by Daffy, na?
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
The courts of Sky Paddle are the shit. I don't think I played at a better court.
Wow.
I personally, I don't want to say anything.
So, are you ready for the rapid fire round?
मैं कभी ready नहीं होता भाई. I'm always ready.
Chalo. Yeah, bro. Bomb है ना तू, bomb फटते रहता है.
Who's the better paddle player?
कार्तिक शाह है यार, ऐसे मत करो.
Paddle तो भाई मेरा game है.
ये क्या है?
From the Indian cricket team, if you had to play paddle with somebody, who would you want to play with?
Indian cricket team? Wow. I would want to play with...
Bro, Dhoni.
No, bhai.
I've heard so much about him. He's playing so much paddle and stuff, right?
I would actually want to play with either Surya or Hardik.
HB. Of course.
Personal favorites.
Of course.
Can't do anything.
Surya, I'm not even joking. I can imagine Surya coming out of the court and whacking. भाई उसने जो catch पकड़ा है, मेरे को मालूम है वो बाहर आके मारने वाला है. वो सूर्या है भाई. सूर्या दादा.
And another thing, the 360 shots. Imagine him with the paddle. This thing, 360, like the reverse shots. ऐसे भाई ऐसे.
Yeah, man. Both crazy, bro. And honestly, bro, anybody from the Indian cricket team, I would love to play with anybody, because that actually was a revelation for me. I know it's a rapid fire, but it was a revelation for me. I was small, so I could never imagine that cricket players can play other sports also.
Oh, bro.
But as I grew up, I came to know that because they are so good at cricket and at one sport, they can actually play all the other sports much better.
It's athletics.
Man.
They're physical fitness. So Sagar, my friend, Sagar Kapoor. So Sagar used to be a footballer, and athletics guy, like 100 meter. Then he was a hardcore footballer, went nationals, everything. Today, you see him play tennis, you see him play paddle. He makes the professional players look like lallus. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
So,
True. Next question.
What's your favorite excuse when you miss a shot?
Why shot ही गलत था यार. ये थोड़ी दूसरा. What was your excuse?
The excuse is out.
ठीक है.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you on court?
Bro, I have a story for this again. I'm sorry. I remember the fourth or fifth time Karthik and I were playing paddle, okay? And now sad. I gave like a spin shot, okay? And the ball spun at the end. And Karthik to take that shot, so he didn't imagine that the ball is going to spin. And now he went to take that shot. He took that shot. I lost that point. But then I saw on the other side and he was fallen on the floor.
Bro, that was a damn sad one. Huh? So after that, I was
And we
actually...
went to Breach Candy Hospital.
Yeah, bro, for
After
2
that,
days, I couldn't move my right side because it
we
put
came
pressure
to
on my
this guy,
back.
some slip disc or some shit.
No, the L3, L4 I torn. That was a
Oh,
sad
yeah,
one.
sorry,
bro.
man.
That was a
But yeah, like...
yeah,
so-
but that was embarrassing. But no, after that also I woke up. So I had a blackout, got up, had a
And he
sip,
played,
and I
dude.
played again.
I can't imagine.
But that was very, because there was everyone was watching me. So yeah, that was embarrassing.
Say one word that comes to your mind when you think of paddle.
चलो, कभी जाना है?
Oh, wow, yeah, that's a good one. I don't know the one word. Yeah, I'm like धड़ाका. I don't know.
But अभी ये खत्म करना है यार. चल, ए बस आज बहुत हो गया. अभी चलो खेलते हैं यार.